didn't have enough time to hammer out another comment, and I was trying so hard.
That's all good.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. It is Fandom Power. We are your hosts. I am Wes. He over there is Hank, and he over there is Andy. Of course, if you've been here before, you know who we are. It has been a while since we've had an opportunity to sit down and do one of these. That is what I refer to as our bread and butter, and that is reviewing a Star Wars animated property.
And in honor of our usual style, we thought, let's do it completely differently this time.
Yeah, well, we're kind of borrowing from the X-Men 97 route, right?
That is true.
Oh,
We
it's
are.
true.
We
We
did
dabbled
split that
this
up. We
way
split
before.
that up. But we did stick to our usual visual style.
Yeah.
Which we do have some visuals to go along with tonight. Not in the same way that we normally do. There won't be a big
We're not breaking down
detailed
second
plot.
by second.
No. There's a reason why we waited for the entire series to air. And I want to start by saying for the first time, maybe not the first time, kind of feels like the first time though, this might be, between the three of us, the most divisive show that we've watched yet in the galaxy far, far away.
I don't know.
What do you think?
The Acolyte was
I
pretty
was going to say, you
divisive.
think Acolyte was more...
We've had, I really liked Moon Knight, and you guys both were not a fan.
I couldn't
Not
do it.
super impressed with it.
Couldn't do it. Nope.
So
Had a hard
does
time with that.
it does happen, man.
So you know what? I feel like because we're not doing a full dive on the episodes, we're not doing a beat by beat. We're not doing all of the language translation. I don't know. Did you try doing any of this?
I tried
You did,
some while I was watching it, but
Was there anything noteworthy that came out of that?
I didn't go that far.
All right. Well, I just want to start off. I wanted to summarize the season and just sort of encapsulate it for everybody, so we had something to build on. And I'm just gonna parentheses. This is my opinion. This isn't the other guy's opinion. This is my opinion, and I feel like this will lend itself nicely to the conversation. So let's talk about the season. Season 1 of MAUL Shadow Lord ultimately feels like a high-budget answer to a question nobody was asking, taking 10 episodes to explain a character who was already pretty cool to become slightly more broody. The show desperately tries to mirror the prestige drama grid of Andor, even going so far as to frame the staunchly anti-Empire Captain Lawson as an everyman hero, complete with a security droid sidekick voiced by a comedian for that specific Cassian and K2SO vibe. We spend far too much time on Lawson's messy personal life, specifically the awkward tension of his ex-wife actually working for the Empire, while he drags his son Riley through the crossfire. Meanwhile, Maul plays house with Rook Cass and a fleet of Mandalorians while managing an assortment of nameless, shirtless Zabraks who seem to exist solely for aesthetic symmetry. The plot is a crowded house featuring Maul's obsessive quest for revenge against the Shadow Collective, a cameo by Dryden Voss setting up a middle manager position that we already saw in Solo, and Maul's transparent attempt to seduce Devin to the dark side. It's a plot beat we've already seen play out with Ezra Bridger and Rebels, only this time the show winks at the audience by implying that Devin might become the Legends character Darth Talon. While Master Daki tries to save his apprentice, they both struggle against an Inquisitorius that has replaced the theatrical campy helicoptering hunters of Rebels with a dour, hyper-serious iteration. After 10 episodes of the repetitive betrayals of Two Boots, Darth Vader finally arrives as the ultimate silent janitor. Without uttering a single word, Vader systematically executes most of the supporting cast, essentially resetting the board and proving that sometimes leaving a little mystery in the Outer Rim might be better than explaining every single mechanical leg twitch. That about cover everything?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Season 1 in a nutshell for you guys. Season 1. What do we got here?
We got Zazel.
Zazel coming in says, I enjoyed the show, but let me tell you, there were so many moments that were filler. So much happening and nothing happening at the same time. I thought Two Boots was Warwick Davis at first.
I can see that.
Two Boots as Warwick. I'd like to see Warwick Davis come back to Star Wars.
Again?
More voice work. More voice work, less makeup.
Less Ewoks?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll have anything linear.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
No,
We
no,
could-
I get it, but it's like it's something that Zay's said in the comment is like there's so many times where somebody was chasing somebody else
Yeah.
that I just lost track of who was chasing who, as I, you know what I mean, especially week to week.
Talking about chase, we've seen some pretty cool chases in Star
Yeah.
Wars. Week one, we're watching it, and I remember you and I were talking, Hank, and you had just made an off the cuff remark about the look of Coruscant. I'm like, that's not Coruscant.
Yeah.
Not really expressly laid out for you that
No.
this isn't. Again,
Not until a couple episodes later.
no. Could have been Coruscant. Could have been that same planet that the neon planet that Kenobi went to in the Kenobi series. Like it had that similar kind of look.
Right.
Yeah. What's Hazel saying? Empire don't do alleys.
Yeah, that's for probe droids.
Yeah. Safest place on the planet. I think the big question, and this is the one that you and I bounce back and forth quite a bit, Hank. By the way, Andy, for once, well, not for once, Andy is the modicum of hope.
Uh-oh.
as we are maybe the naysayers. I question: did this show need to exist?
Yes.
Really thought about this, especially on the lead up over the last couple of days, and I think I've come to the conclusion that this show works if you are a new, like an extremely newcomer to Star Wars, and you are watching Star Wars chronologically. Because if you were not, if you're like us and you've been there since the beginning and you're getting this filler, as it were, Hank, you said it best. There's no stakes. There's no stakes for the guy who the show is named after. We already know the outcome of his arc.
If we're just going to go all over the place, I don't even think Maul's the main character. I don't know why it's called Maul, because he's not the main character of the show.
It's his journey to re-establishing himself as the Shadow Lord.
Within a year of already having done that, it feels, I don't know, like I got a real problem with him doing things twice all the time. Lauren's got a good, she's like, when you're crazy, you the same thing and expect a different outcome.
Well,
and that's
The definition of insanity.
yeah, so he's, he's definitely still insane.
But at the same time, he's a Sith. Rule of two. Got to do it twice.
This was a smart way to do it too. Zazel says I watched the first two when they came out, and then nothing again until everything was out. Binging was the way. I said it. The last two episodes, like, undoubtedly the best two episodes of the series, hands down. I feel like you could have had episode one. You could have taken a lot of the middle stuff, like the stuff between Riley and Devin, the stuff between Riley and his father. You could have condensed that all down into the first episode, cut out 3 or 4 of the middle episodes, and gone right to the end. You could have, absolutely could have, and it wouldn't have changed the trajectory of the season.
No.
Yeah.
But is this like a resistance to new characters? Because like Devin and Docky, they're new to us.
That's a good question.
Uh,
Are you asking me personally if I'm resistant to new characters?
Well, yeah, I'm throwing it out to the floor here. Are you guys like, because it's been the Skywalker saga for so long. When we got Andor, it was like, okay, Rogue One, pretty goddamn cool. And we already knew the stakes there because we knew they got the plans.
Correct.
And I mean, by the same token, the prequel trilogy, we know Anakin is never going to die because he dies in Jedi, right?
Yep.
Same goes for the Emperor.
This is still the Skywalker saga.
Exactly.
But this is Skywalker saga adjacent. So I
It
don't
absolutely
think
is. Yeah.
these are just like everybody in it except for Darth Vader is a periphery character.
But Maul was slated to become more cool than he was.
No,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
And
Like,
this is
in
this
the
is
sequel trilogy.
This is
originally.
actually that there is that. This is a love letter to George Lucas's original idea, I think.
There is that, and I mean for the audience that isn't aware of that, I mean, at one point Darth Maul was intended to be a
The big
much
bad
the
of the
big bad for
entire
the
thing.
entire trilogy. It didn't end up working out for whatever reason.
No.
And the idea of him taking an apprentice was something that was
Yeah.
sort of tossed about.
Yeah.
That being said, before anything ever went to air, I think I was the first person that said, knowing what I know about the character of Darth Talon, I don't need that level of overt sexuality in Star Wars.
Fair.
I don't need that. You know, the Darth sexy
like
you
that
know,
fan film,
sure.
Mr. and Mrs. Sif.
don't need it. I do not need it. It's not that I can't appreciate it for what it is. I can, but it doesn't do anything for me.
So yeah, I'm not a gooner like that either, but I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I do respect the fact that what we're trying to do, and I think what we want is different genres within. Like we asked ourselves, is Star Wars a sandbox or is it a genre? And if it's a sandbox, then we have different genres to play in there with. So I wouldn't want to limit to myself. I'm not saying I want to see a Star Wars porn, but
It's out there. If
that kind of stuff
probably
wouldn't bother
exists
me too
already.
much.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
I mean, they made that one movie, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and they were going to do their Star Wars porn parody within that movie.
You know, when we talk about sexuality and sexualization of in film and television, I'm okay with the way it used to be. You can have a fade out with the couple kissing and imply what's about to happen without having to show me anything.
Yeah.
And for some reason, maybe it's just a byproduct of my age, being in my 50s now. That works sometimes better for me than seeing. I don't need to.
Again, go back to Andor, right? We come in on the scene in the morning, things are done, everybody's redressing.
No, exactly.
You don't need to see what happened the night before.
And that was edgy enough in Andor when Bix was getting dressed. And even that was like, oh.
I mean, I imagine
treading the line there.
I imagine that it will be a toned down version of what that Legends version is, if that's the direction we're going, and it almost certainly is. But I found the thing about Devin was I found a lot of I felt like she was like a half Barisapi, half Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
A lot of the online ones are like, oh, look, they found their Ahsoka Tano replacement. It's like, no, we don't need to replace her. We still have her.
There's not going to be a replacement. No. Let's be honest. Again, I go back to the stakes thing. There's no stakes here. And so, and I will say this. I went out of my way to stay away from other podcasters and other reviewers to get their takes on this stuff because I didn't want to hear what anybody else had to say. I wanted to be as pure as possible.
Oh, yeah.
And so when it comes to Devin, if Devin goes full on seduced to the dark side, which it looks like she's going to, there's only two possible options. One is death, and at this point, she's a teenager. She's a child. Mm-hmm. We already know that Lucasfilm doesn't like to kill children on screen. So I don't see them doing that. And as much as
Master Skywalker.
Yeah,
what did we do?
I know, but they didn't do it on screen.
No.
It didn't do it on screen.
No.
As much as we've seen it a million times before, I don't know what else they can do except redeem her in a future season.
Well,
that she goes full right.
Part of Star Wars.
It is a full circle moment for Star Wars, but
this is only 18 BBY too. There's a lot.
Yeah.
So one thing I did was I went back and I watched. I was like, the whole idea that Maul didn't know. I'm just jumping right to the end. Fuck it. I don't care.
Sure.
The whole idea that Maul didn't know Vader.
Yeah.
That we talked about. We were like, and I was on board when you said it. I was like, yeah, that's. And then I was like, wait a minute. Something bothered me, so I rewatched season 7, episode 10.
Yeah.
The Phantom Apprentice.
Right.
Of Clone Wars.
Right. Yep.
And I sent you the clips. There's a whole diatribe where Maul is like,
he's aware of Anakin.
What do you want with Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah. So that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to be fair, like you go back to that Bale and Skull line, many knew that Anakin fell, but few would live to see what he became.
So even in that dialogue between Maul and Ahsoka, he says that Anakin is the key to everything, but that doesn't expressly say he's going to be the next Sith apprentice.
No.
So
he's the key to the Emperor's plan.
When we get to that moment, it's
he
what
says,
are you?
As long as he's been groomed to be his apprentice.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's straight up.
That is true.
And my thing is that about a quarter of the way into the fight is when Maul realizes at the same moment as the other Jedi Master.
Like this isn't just another Inquisitor. This is something completely new.
Can we talk about Can we talk about Master Daki for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Let me just. I do have a. Oh my Jesus! Let me find the right thing. What am I looking for, Wes? Where is it?
Master Daki.
I gotta find
that Yoda technique.
Actually, he's a Sorasu guy. He's an Obi-Wan fighter.
Yeah, but he does a lot of that twirling.
Did you not see him with the two finger point? I'm like, that's Obi-Wan. Where is he? Where did I put him?
He's in there somewhere.
I know I put him in here somewhere. I'll find him. Nope, that's Devin, so he must be above. All right.
There we go.
Eco Diodaki, played by Dennis Haysbert, also the Allstate insurance man.
Makes me confident in his insurance abilities.
When we first got introduced to Master Daki and he took his head down, I'm like, oh, he's the dino guy from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
No,
No,
he's not.
Dino adjacent.
He's another dino species that we had to introduce new, but looks like the old one that we already knew.
Right.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Make more action figures.
You could have made this guy as an action figure. I don't care about that aspect of it, because let's be honest. The MAUL, and I'm going to talk about action figures in a minute. The Jedi, I can't think of the guy's name. The dinosaur guy who died in Attack of the Clones. Why not just make them the same species? Why?
I feel like
Galaxy.
the new writers and the new artists might want to start to push the galaxy bigger. So I can give them that.
I get it, sure. Then why make it? Why make
The
another?
funny thing is now that we've seen him, and it's just like some of the new species we've seen in the sequels and stuff.
Yeah.
This species will be everywhere moving forward.
Oh, of course he will.
promise.
Of course he will. Of course he's going to be.
Yeah.
I
thought he was cool. I thought he was one of the highlights of the show, actually.
Zazel says that MAUL should have been able to take both of the Inquisitors. I kind of felt that way too. I honestly thought that MAUL was going to kill Marok in the first season.
Well, he might have.
He's not dead.
How do we know that?
What do you mean?
What? Maul
He got
or
force
was it?
pushed off a
Yeah,
cliff,
he gets
right?
force pushed off a cliff.
Ah,
So he might have gone splat.
no, that's where he helicoptered away, but we just didn't see it because it was in the fog.
That's probably true.
Because he does have to die at some point so he can show up as Smoke Merrick in Ahsoka, right?
That's true. Here's a nitpick. I didn't like the scene change where one episode ends with Maul being buried in rubble, only for the next episode to retcon for him to get away in time.
Oh, that's like how many countless cartoons of the 60s, 70s, 80s where they'd end on a cliffhanger and then, oh, by the way, here's this angle.
That's the finale, right? Maul pulls the...
Disney don't know the character.
Was it that one? I thought it was the one before that one.
Where he's facing off Vader and he did that.
Oh, no, he's facing off against the Inquisitors.
Well, they're all in the fight at the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was part of the escape, was bringing down the house, as it were.
Yeah, because he brought down the house a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that twice.
Quick shout out to Josh. How you doing, man? Nice to see you.
Mm-hmm. But no, like,
Yeah.
he's got his Master Daki here. He's got that authoritative, wisdom-laced tone to him, right?
He's the quintessential Jedi Master who believes, like, he's drank the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't reached the point, he hasn't had his eyes opened in the same way that Obi-Wan and Yoda have.
Yeah. But, I mean, they're still on the run from Order 66, so.
That's true.
And again, I like that they didn't just say, okay, we're on Coruscant again. Let's go somewhere new.
Yeah.
I thought they were until I was corrected.
Yeah.
There's no reason to think that they aren't.
Janix.
Yeah.
Janix is the name of our planet for this one.
Not Jakku.
Also a new planet. I don't think we've seen this one before. There are a couple of characters that did. There was a prequel comic apparently to this show, so some people did get their first appearances in the comic. I didn't bother to do any research on it because I'm like, I don't care.
I didn't even see the trailer until you showed it to me when I was down. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what we did like, and I can admit there are some things that I really like. First episode, the thing that stood out to me before anybody had ever said a word was. And I don't know how else to describe this, the watercolor painting style that was applied to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Texture-wise, the buildings never looked better than they did in this. Even the character textures, I know we're probably using the same model for Maul from Season 7 of the Clone Wars. But even he had layers of like dirt and grime on his clothing that we'd never seen before. And I thought, oh, that's really good. So, I mean, certainly they continue to push the boundaries of their animation style with each successive show.
It
So
feels
that,
like Clone Wars Season 8. But
yeah.
You're not telling me the Ahsoka part of the story that I actually want to see.
Clone Wars Season 8, except we went to skinny sabers, a la Rebels.
Yeah, well,
Everybody
they're
had
pushing it
skinny
more.
sabers.
I did that too today. I watched the Twilight of the Apprentice episodes just to see. I couldn't remember whether Maul interacted with Vader briefly in that fight or not. He doesn't.
Right.
I just watched those too, and it does feel like they're pushing. While they're pushing it forward and up, they're pushing it towards Rebels.
Yeah.
Vader certainly is almost
I'm
identical
leaving.
to The Empire Strikes Back. He looks.
I'm leaving Zazel's comment up here for a minute because he says, "I love the use of Duel of the Fates." I hated it.
Really?
I was so angry at it, and I get it. And this is me. This is maybe where my old get off my lawn comes out. And it's like, knowing what I know about the Duel of the Fates, not just the piece of music, but the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Duel of the Fates I accept that it's widely used as MAUL's signature, like it's his music, but it's not. Duel of the Fates is the fate of Anakin Skywalker. So I don't know why they didn't just use a new piece of music that they would make for the show and make that his theme.
Wow. I mean, just think back to the first time you saw the Phantom Menace and the door opens and it kicks.
Yeah.
And then he just like knocks the lightsabers.
Drink cola.
And it goes from there. And like, I get reminiscing back to that moment, right?
I get it.
Because it was one of the coolest moments in the Phantom
I get it,
Menace.
yeah. And I mean, there were some other callbacks too in this one. There was a straight up reuse of, and we shall have our revenge. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. It's stanzas, it's poetry. I get it. Andy is correct.
Yeah.
The song is MAUL. I know. What was it, Hank? The plebs got it. The plebs got it. Yeah, the song is MAUL to the plebs.
You need your art spoon fed to you.
That's right.
But I mean, it is inexplicably tied to Maul, Kenobi,
absolutely,
and Qui-Gon.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I still don't understand the idea of a villain as a protagonist.
Haven't you been watching Disney lately?
No.
Cruella, Maleficent.
I haven't.
All the old villains get their twist, right?
At Red Six Down on YouTube says we are getting good Star Wars. Still, MAUL isn't the end all be all. This is the way.
I would agree with that. It's not the end all be all.
No, it's not.
But as far as I'm concerned, this is a question I wanted answered. Ever since I saw Solo, it's like, oh, whoa, what the hell happened here? And then we get a bit more in Rebels.
I'm not gonna lie.
How do I get from Solo to Rebels?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I that's the part that I'm interested in, is him basically becoming the head of the Grime Syndicate.
Yeah,
because they kind of glanced over it in Clone Wars. It's like suddenly he shows up.
Yeah,
that's one of my biggest problems with this. Is like they show him building the Empire, and then when we see him a year later, that's all been undone.
Yeah.
And he's been running around,
Well, we're a year.
There's so many problems I have that are like
a year after Order 66. He's already like the events of him getting captured. The events from the MAUL novel, which were supposed to be that was a season 6 arc that never got made because that was the shortened Netflix season.
Yeah,
that was all supposed to happen then. So he's already been captured. He's already been freed by.
It was Ahsoka that let him loose.
No, I'm talking about in the book.
In the
what
book.
was supposed to be. It was a season 6 story that didn't get made because that season got squashed.
It's covered in the Sons of Dathomir comic too.
Yeah.
Like what's his face breaks him out and gives him back the Darksaber.
The Darksaber. No, exactly. And do we think that's why Rookcast stuck around?
I think so.
But
is that
who cares?
Why
she did nothing of note, and there was no explanation as to why.
There is.
She just was like a holdover from Clone Wars.
I gotta find.
There was no. There was a passing reference to the Purge.
Yeah.
So that's the one cool thing that I thought was that dates the Mandalorian Purge as being in the first year of the Empire.
Yeah.
We weren't sure when it happened, so that's kind of cool. And like she the character is fine and stuff, and the animation is beautiful, everything good. She acted like herself, like the character would, but why? There was no explanation of, and then I don't know if you read the buy thing. There's an interview with Vanessa Marshall.
Yeah.
And Filoni asked her, if Darth Vader were to kill you, how would you want to be killed? And she said, I want my lungs to be ripped out through my mouth. And that's, you can hear her scream when she goes into the fog. So she didn't survive that encounter with Vader, right? So I don't understand why she was there other than to show that, I don't know. I don't know. Like there was no depth to that.
Just connective tissue to the Death Watch and the Mandalorian arc?
Yeah, but there's time they could have spent building a relationship or something to make her cooler.
Yeah.
That they wasted on other things like the kids' sports game or something like that.
Right.
See, I I like the whole side thing with Lawson and Riley, only because it kind of mirrors real world events right now.
I didn't
Like-
even know their names until you guys started saying them over and over.
So wait a second here. I'll get down to them here. Where are they? Here we go. So our main, is he the protagonist in this?
Walt
He's
Disney?
got to be, right?
I would think so.
Walt Disney. He does look like Walt
He's,
Disney.
he's
Walt
our
Disney.
next. He's our next rebel.
Yeah, Brander Lawson, played by Wagner Moura, goes from being a rigid military style loyalist to a morally conflicted tactician, eventually embracing the necessity of gray ethics to protect his crew under MAUL's shadow.
Yeah, because like he recognizes the threat that the Empire will bring. When he's constantly telling Two Boots, no, we don't want this to go up that far. We don't want them here because once they're here, we already know they're not going.
They're
anywhere.
not leaving. Yeah.
I mean, there's a few compelling characters in the show, and he's one of them because he's not one of the things that's safe.
Yeah,
Well, exactly.
No,
So if
there
you
are
invest
stakes
any
for
time
him.
in his backstory or in liking the character, then he's one of the only characters that has stakes. They don't amount to a hill of beans. We know that he doesn't change the galaxy,
No, not at all.
right? But
We don't even know if he makes that alive. I mean, it's
Well.
it's literally gray, literally,
yeah,
as he walked into a cloud.
but at least it's something to root for. At least it's our good guy. He's our protagonist. If Maul is the antagonist of his own show.
The most interesting thing about Lawson was that they dangled that carrot. He's got the photo on his desk, the family portrait.
Yeah,
So there's Brander, Riley, and his wife. I don't remember her name.
traitor.
She'd only had like 2 lines on the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
And like her working for the Empire and him being so staunchly anti-Empire, I'm like, that's a cool dynamic. Why aren't we exploring more of that
well, save that for second season.
for a future
Yeah,
season?
and
I
they're-
guess so.
yeah.
I guess so.
Because like this first season, we're laying groundwork here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're introducing new characters, new concepts, new planets, and still managing to tie it all to the galaxy at large.
But then again, the thing is, ultimately, at the end of the day, you already know the answer.
That's okay.
You already know the answer. And sometimes, oh man, I mean, a lot of times I'm the first one to go, give me more. I need to see everything. But this, I don't know what's wrong with this one.
because like
This
I
one
mean,
just didn't land with me.
Yeah,
if you draw that comparison with Andor, like Rogue One, you know the answer.
I do.
You know where he's going. But
I
you
do know
still,
the
and
answer.
then, and
you
then we
still
talked
cheered
about that
for
in the
him.
chat too. And I think
That's
the difference
true.
is that Andor is a hero.
Yeah, Cassian Andor is a hero and Maul
Maul's
is
a villain.
not.
And I could
Yeah.
I could read it in a footnote, or I could have my head fill in the gaps that I get implied while he's dying in Kenobi's arms. You know,
I get it that he's this complex character, that he's been manipulated and abused, but like, and this isn't a Star Wars thing specific. This is a media thing. I don't need every villain to be redeemed. I don't need that. I get that it's a Star Wars thing, but not everybody needs to be this like.
Well, you know he doesn't get redeemed.
Does he though?
No,
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think so at the very end?
he
when-
goes to kill Luke,
That's true, but he's
and he is denied again.
That's true. That is true. But they're trying to do that. They're trying to paint him as this morally ambiguous. We already know that he's morally ambiguous.
But now
or
we're
at
gonna
least
know why.
he presents himself as being morally ambiguous, even if he is evil through and through.
And he was driven batshit crazy by getting cut in half and surviving off, scraps in a junk pile.
this has to become about Vader hunting him, or else it's going to get boring very quickly.
Dude, when you introduce Vader, first of all, I want to ask you guys a question. Let me just skip down to the end here because that's where I think he's the last one on here. Yeah. When Marok is communicating with the hologram, who is in the hologram?
Probably Vader,
It's
Vader.
50-50. It's
Yeah, it
50-50 that it's Vader or,
the Emperor.
and that begs
Or,
the question.
I guess it could also be the Grand Inquisitor too, right?
It's not the Grand Inquisitor.
They don't
It's
call him
absolutely not the Grand Inquisitor because they don't refer to him as my lord.
Mm,
So that leaves it to one of only 2 people that it could be.
Lord Vader.
I asked this, and I'm going to ask now to the audience: is Vader here at his own behest, or is he here because the Emperor ordered him?
Oh,
I would think it's because the Emperor ordered him.
I say that
Go
there's
tie up my loose end.
I say there's an angle where Marok was actually speaking to the Emperor, and the Emperor has dispatched him.
and see, I'm totally the other way. Having read all the Vader comics and stuff,
Yeah,
the stuff that he does early on to try to undermine the Emperor,
yeah.
I don't think if the Emperor wanted Maul dead, he'd be dead. He had him. He chose to let him
Wow.
rot.
You
He
know,
chose to have Dooku as his apprentice at that
I
time, go
know.
and mock him personally.
I know. I feel like this was part of this interaction. Maul and Vader was sort of a fan service moment, but like ultimately,
100%.
again, this is another one that I didn't need because when you talk, we do this all the time, right? Since we were 15 years old and we were like fantasy casting the greatest fights of ever. We'll put who's going to beat Superman or the Hulk, right? Like it's one of these things. But when you talk about Star Wars, when you go anybody versus Vader, it's Vader with a very small, with few exceptions.
Except Ahsoka.
Right. Obi-Wan, and even Obi-Wan buys it. If you read the novelization of Star Wars,
He kills him outright.
Obi-Wan does not just like stop fighting; he's slain outright. But yeah, Ahsoka, Luke.
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty much
Luke,
it.
I mean, would Luke have taken him if the Emperor hadn't stepped in?
If Luke doesn't step towards the dark side, he doesn't take him.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I mean, I appreciate
and there's something we could explore in an animated form that I would not be sitting here having the same conversation.
What's that, Hank?
There's a million other characters I would watch.
Yeah.
An animated show in this style about that I would really like. If you gave me Luke Skywalker between the movies or shortly before after the
absolutely.
Or if you pull any one of 100 threads out of Clone Wars and chase those down to season 8 rabbit hole like this. Sure. Where's Cody? Let's start that train.
Where's Tup and his entire family?
So any you could do a whole show. You could do an anthology show of where are all the clones, but or how Ahsoka is adapting to the first year of the Empire, and that I know they're not going to go and tell two Ahsoka stories at the same time. They're probably saving that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's market research, and like I said it in the chat, it feels like this show feels like a Flash tattoo. Like it's just something you would like. Maul's cool. Let's do a show about Maul. Or let's ask 100 people who their favorite character is, and show them 6 pictures or something, and they probably were. It was something like Darth Vader and Maul.
Do you guys want an interesting piece of trivia for this one?
Yeah.
I didn't do any deep dives, but it just worked out organically when I was doing the research. Let me pull this one up. What did you guys think of? Where is it here? What did you think of Spybot? That is the character's name, by the way. Spybot.
Devastated that he bit it.
That Spybot didn't make it.
Because this is our evil Chopper, essentially.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, but Chopper's got those redeeming qualities. Like
he does.
Again,
this is a full-on evil droid. This is right up there with 000 and
so therefore, I have no sympathy or empathy or anything for the character. Cut that thing in half.
Half the time, I know he was speaking basic or English.
Yeah.
But half the time I couldn't understand because the voice modulation was so thick. It was hard to make out what he was saying most of the time.
I feel like they toned that down towards the last few episodes because.
So here's a cool thing for you. Spybot, played by David W. Collins. Here's the interesting part. This reunites David Collins with Sam Witwer because they've worked together before. Sam Witwer and both Sam and Dave both worked on the Force Unleashed games. Sam obviously played Starkiller, but David played Proxy.
Oh,
Proxy.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Also has voiced Darth Maul in Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron. So yeah, neat little thing.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. I kind of got the impression that he was sort of like, remember the Inquisitor droids?
A little bit.
The Inquisitor probe droids? Kind of like that, but maybe a little bit, more unhinged.
The side of Chopper, for sure.
Yeah, with a side of Chopper.
Yeah.
Well, should we dive in more on the droids of this show?
Yeah, we can do that, sure.
I want to go on to Two Boots here for a second.
Two Boots.
Because
Okay, let's get down to Two Boots.
Spybot has a killer instinct, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's so many droids in the galaxy, and most of them are just like, petty functionaries, right?
Sure.
But you get your 3POs, your R2s, your choppers, your K2SOs, and they've all got something where they're free thinking. Right?
You think he was too by the letter? Or by the book?
Two Boots is one of our petty functionaries. Like, this is what the law says. This is what I have to do. Why are you trying to make me go against protocol?
Program.
And yet he's.
But at the one point finally, it clicks. What goes in there to say, oh, wait, I was wrong. All these things are incorrect. I've been doing the wrong thing.
they go out of their way to make him the same model as every other security droid on the police force, but then they go ahead and give him yellow eyes, which no other droid of his model has.
Yeah, and
the boots. So even without the boots, he's instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, like where do droids sit with you? You know, and we've had this conversation a lot before, but like, are they pets? You know, and in terms of that,
pets? Yeah, it's a good question.
And in terms of that, and I don't mean that in a negative way, because I love my pets. And
of course, I love mine as well.
Some people have pets that do jobs, like on farms and stuff. You know,
working animals.
Like, so, and in terms of their intelligence and their ability to learn and their loyalty and all these other things that go with that, are droids more akin to that, or are they like a? Is there an argument that they're another species in Star Wars? Because they're a playable class or a playable species, if you will, in the RPGs, right? So
they are, yep.
So
it's interesting, you know, if we're going to do an analogy on, or sorry, an analysis of droid characters in general.
It's another show.
It totally could be, but to briefly summarize, they've made a point, especially in Legends, that droids, and we see it in the movies too, periodically will get mind wiped. And the reason that they do that, if you don't mind wipe a droid, that's how they become these like unique personalities like C-3PO and R2-D2, that they are individuals and not autonomous working things that do the thing that the primary program tells them to do.
Sure.
In a way, like Two Boots is a bit of a conundrum to me, because he's independent enough to suggest that, he hasn't been mind wiped in a long time, yet he's still
clinging to protocol.
This buffoon who's like just too stupid for his own good to know, hey dude, when I tell you don't do the thing, don't do the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like I get that
parallels too, right? Like some people think the government down south is good still, despite contrary evidence.
Right, and Two Boots is that through and through. Right up until the very end. What's the catalyst for him to break his program? Because he does. He clearly breaks his program.
He does. He hits that evolution moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit, the Empire bad.
I feel a character that was, and this is me, again, maybe splitting hairs and nitpicking, but a character that was as advanced as Two Boots was at the beginning of the episode didn't suddenly have this like eureka moment. He was already there. Like one side of the line or the other. Like we've never seen a droid go from like programming and only programming to, oh shit, I better
gotta change this up.
Yeah, we've never seen that before, and I feel like that aspect of his character was clunky.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, if he were to go down that fully emotional route, he would be pissed at Lawson for turning him off. Right? Like, why did you power me down when I'm trying to do my job?
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe they don't remember. I don't know. Did 3PO didn't really freak out when they shut him off?
No. But he was pretty subservient.
These are HK, aren't they? HK class.
You know, it's funny that you say that, because they do look an awful lot like the
HK
droids.
Droid.
Yeah, that Morgan Elsbeth.
Some people have already made custom Two Boots
using the HK droid from Ahsoka. And it looks really good too.
Then my brain goes to, and I know these are super superficial things that people wouldn't care about.
Yeah.
To see explored in a story like this. Amid all the things in this that I find are like redundant to explore, I'm like, I want to know if Janix was a former separatist world. Like, why are there so many droids? Just things like that. My mind goes to those things. Like,
one of the things. Here's another parallel for you,
and a year maybe after Order 66, right?
Maybe this didn't land for you guys the same way, but I thought for sure, just based on the color scheme of the droids and the police force, the uniformed cops, I thought we were in the corporate sector.
It's fine. That works for me. And because before that, I thought we were in Coruscant. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah. But I say that. Remember, like the private security forces in the corporate sector, right? Yeah. In Andor.
Yeah.
What color did they wear?
Navy and a little
blue and orange.
Yeah.
Blue and orange, and here we are, blue and yellow. It's like, maybe it's just another sector or another planet within the corporate sector.
You know the moment when he finally switched?
Who? Two Boots?
Two Boots.
Yeah.
It's when the dude said, lose the boots.
Lose the boots. Well, talking about boots, this is something that we talked about way early on. I'm going to go back to MAUL for a minute. What season of the Clone Wars did Maul get his humanoid droid legs?
What season?
Do you remember? Probably the same season that he came back.
Probably.
Because he didn't spend the whole season
The
as
Mandalorians
the
gave
spider
him
bot.
his current. Well, no, he's actually had one set after that, but
He
when
had the spider
Mandalorians-
legs, then he had the
Mandalorians
The
found
weird
him.
little.
the Grievous legs
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the dog
Mandalorians.
legs.
He built those ones with the Force himself, but the Mandalorians gave him legs when whoever found him in Savage drifting in space.
That's right. So season.
Because didn't the Witches of Dathomir?
Oh yeah,
Oh, the Night Sisters.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
forced
That's
him
his, that's
into
his,
some proper
that's
good
his
legs.
current form. Yeah.
Yeah.
my point being, he's been
5?
so he's been wearing droid legs for let's years.
Mm-hmm.
He's been wearing droid legs for years.
Yeah.
Why did he go in the first episode? He wasn't wearing. Why did he start wearing boots?
Because he saw 2 boots and said, "You know what?
Why did he
yeah,
say
'cause
he
he-
was
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
pretty good."
boots?
To distract.
You
from a
said it,
character called
Andy. You
Two
said it
Boots.
to sell more action figures, and you know what? There it is. The worst part about that is the Maul action figure for the show has already been shown off. There's no boots. It's a reuse of the last one.
Aw.
And he's wearing a different colored shirt for the
Yeah.
most of it. He's like almost like white shirt. in
Oh,
this.
it's funny.
I don't know.
It's funny. I'm gonna start wearing boots now.
Yeah,
What?
why not?
Start wearing them before.
I wonder is how much of my personally, and
Yeah.
normally I think I'm the odd duck because a lot of the times it's me and it's you two that both
Yeah.
enjoy
Pull you
and
back.
I don't. Or-
We usually pull you back.
yeah, and I this time I feel like how much of this is fatigue? Like, is it me? Like you say,
That's a
is
good
it
question.
us?
Am I
don't
the problem?
Like, when I see the accolades that this thing's getting, and I just
Yeah.
don't. I can't say that I dislike it. I'm not going to go that far and say like this is the acolyte, right?
Right.
I watched it all once. I tried to watch it again. I couldn't. I watched the finale again so Lauren could see the finale. And I just feel like I'd be okay if we left Star Wars alone for 20 years and let it
That long.
let it do what it did the first time in our heads for however long it went away.
Yeah.
And I just feel
Like 15 years.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dark times.
But I mean, Liam Neeson said it the best. Like the mystery is gone. Like
It's diluted.
it's so diluted, and that
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
it makes me not. It's not precious anymore. I don't know. Am I jaded? Maybe I'm taking it way too far.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's just like, I don't understand why. I guess this feels just like one of those business shorts. They're cool.
But longer.
yeah,
Yeah,
but longer.
but longer.
They're cool and stuff, but I like there are stories that you could tell that make me want tell me a story.
Yeah. You know, there was a story that we didn't get that didn't really get fleshed out, and I don't know if we're going to come back to it, but around this character, I'm talking about Rena Sewell.
Mm-hmm.
Rena Sewell, the casino lady.
Right.
Did you guys get the impression? So let me ask this. Is Brander Lawson separated from his wife or divorced?
I would think at least separated.
I got the impression that Rena was a girlfriend.
Yeah, so did I in the first episode.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I,
Like,
I
not
got
just-
the impression that she is a long-time contact.
Contact, consort, a little bit of both,
Maybe
little
a
A, little
You're
B.
taking me
Yeah.
to dinner. I got like a side piece at least.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not
if you
what
want
I thought.
information, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
I was maybe reading too much into the subtext early on, but I also thought that maybe that she was the reason that they weren't together.
Yeah. Yeah,
Things
maybe
with maybe
that she got in the middle.
or like
I don't
his
think. I think
career.
it was just strictly, you're pro-empire, I am not.
I'm curious to know what
And they can't coexist
what
together.
Lawson's wife actually does.
Well,
She
You
had
see,
no
she
rank.
works-
she could work
She
at
had
the
no rank
friggin'
insignia.
ISB.
Yeah,
Right.
she wasn't wearing a
She
uniform.
looked like a
No.
service tech.
Yeah. I'd be curious. I'm sure that's for another season because it's like get Riley to his mother.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
I mean,
And that's
you
going to
need-
be the
We talk about
trigger.
that a lot. You need janitors. You need
You
store
do.
clerks.
You
need
do.
all that stuff. All
I
those
tell you,
trades.
talking about other stories, you know what I want? I want my spinoff. Where's my Kino Loy series to see what happened after he jumped from the door?
Maybe
I
he'll
don't.
show up here
I
in
don't
season
believe.
2.
Yeah, no, he's too busy getting ready for Lord of the Rings. But I would love that.
But again, like, I mean, both you guys love Star Wars Outlaws, right?
Outlaws. Oh, the game.
And this,
yeah, it was good.
This
It was
is
really good.
another entry point into that Star Wars underworld, right?
Yeah, but Star Wars Outlaws was there was only one cameo. Sorry, technically there were 2 cameo characters.
Yeah.
That didn't alter, that didn't influence the outcome of the game. One was you got to play cards against Lando. 2, you got to meet Kira in a back alley. You got to meet her as you were doing jobs for the Crimson Dawn.
In the DLC, you get Hondo.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. The second one, the Honda one.
I don't know. That feels like it's the perfect place for a video game, or this feels like it's the perfect place for a comic book.
You know, it's funny you say that. When I think about this,
which is why it's not live action.
Would this have been better served as a video game, playing as Maul, going down and hunting down all the people that wronged you when you were in the Shadow Collective?
Yeah.
And then rebuilding
you're telling the whole story in 20 hours, though.
But at least I'm interacting with it and I'm in the story. I'm not passively watching it. Maybe that would have been a better vehicle for this. Think about it, man. Like this in the style of the Cal Kestis Jedi games, but now you're playing as Maul.
I see, and I don't get off on. I don't know. I'm worried about this Wolverine game that's coming out for PS5. It looks so violent.
But it's not based on anything movie wise. So
no.
Thank God.
I guess you could see it. This feels more like a comic book story to me.
It feels like I go back to what I said earlier. This whole season, like 10 episodes, it was too long for what they told, and like Zazel said much earlier in the broadcast tonight, so much filler.
But again, that filler is still world building.
Let me talk, and this is, neither here nor there. Is this guy filler? He's so angry in the first episode or two, and that's the thing. We're gonna go and we're gonna killing the Pikes. That was cool. This little weasel, Ludi Vario.
I love this character.
Why did Vario survive the entire season when he's just this opportunistic little survivor asshole?
He's a little weasel that can turn on you at any time.
I guess so.
Even like to the point that even Maul is susceptible to what he does.
Yeah, he's definitely the foil. Every group needs that kind of thing.
And like you're so misled because he's in this giant mech suit, right? And then he pops out and kills the guy from.
That's true. That is true.
It's like, oh wait a minute, you're just a little pipsqueak. How are you controlling an empire?
I can't name his species off the top of my head, but just to put it out there, he's the same species as one of the pod racers.
Yeah,
Frankie Fishlips.
I don't remember the name of the guy. Interesting point about his voice actor, Chris. Oh, I'm going to screw this up. Chris Diamantopoulos.
Diamantopoulos.
Chris has been the voice of Mickey Mouse for Disney television since 2013.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah. So Mickey Mouse.
Pluto, get off my leg.
Hey, I'm gonna kill those gangs. Huh?
I didn't really care for his character. I don't think he did anything for me. No, he didn't do anything. But mind you, he did do more. He did more. I didn't even put the Mandalorian warriors in here. They were unnamed, and at one point they were ready to leave.
Yeah.
For money.
I didn't even talk about them. Who else did I put in here? Oh, with Spybot. Oh, these guys. By the way, they were Night Brothers.
Yeah.
I know I threw that off the top of my head when we were watching it. I'm like, Night Brothers, but they are named as Night Brothers. Icarus, this guy here, rotary cannon guy, played by Zeb himself, Steve Bloom.
No words.
Didn't really do a whole lot.
I mean, he had the minigun. That was a pretty cool addition.
Yeah. Well, he had it until he got gunned down.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, not really sure if they were like siblings.
Or just...
Maybe they were siblings. This one's Scorn, played by Dave Fennoy. Lee Everett from The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
It was interesting actors that you have to pay when they don't say a word.
I know.
They just grunt.
It was interesting to see them, to see the Night Brothers. We sort of explored the Night Brother thing in the Clone Wars a little bit.
And it was nice to see a return of that Zabrak species, right?
That's true. That is true.
Okay, it's not just Darth Maul and Savage Opress. There's a bunch more of them.
Yeah.
This is after the purge of Dathomir too, so you got to wonder where these guys.
I mean, they could
they
be.
gotta
Remember, Zabraks come from 2 planets.
Yeah.
So these would be what, Iridonian Zabraks?
But Night Brothers would suggest
That's
to me
true,
that
that
They were survivors.
you know, that's almost right. I would almost rather see Maul go to Dathomir and rescue these two than.
That's
what
an
I'm
interesting
getting.
story.
You might get that in season 2, right?
Well, maybe, but then it'd have to be a flashback.
Is anybody keeping count?
Oh.
Is anybody keeping count? Well, in our numbering convention, we got a new number, or maybe it's just new to me because I didn't know it before. Marok, the first brother.
First brother, yeah. I haven't heard that before this, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Voiced by AJ Locascio. That's our Gambit from X-Men '97.
Okay.
Is he also the voice of the live action? Did we cross-reference that?
I didn't.
don't think the live action
he
guy
didn't
spoke,
speak.
did he?
He was
He
just
just spoke.
reanimated. Yeah, just unless you count the escaping gas. Something like that.
Screech.
I thought he had lines. I'll have to double check.
I don't think he had a single line.
But like again, another character like we had going into Ahsoka, we knew nothing about him. He's just this weird smoke guy, and now we're getting a little bit of backstory on him.
I love the Inquisitores. I've loved them since the West End Games days of the Star Wars role-playing game. But like, there is no denying that when the Inquisitors were introduced in Rebels, that they were a lot funnier. A lot funnier. They were a lot more light, and I mean, they were meant to be dangerous, and they certainly were. But like, now that we've had the live-action appearance of them, it seems like that has set the tone for Inquisitors going forward. Nobody's helicoptered since Rebels.
No.
Why? Why? Why are we not helicoptering?
Well, that's you talking like three BBY. So that some of those Inquisitors have been Inquisitors for 15 years. So
yeah, man.
This guy's brand new.
He maybe
this guy was a Jedi a year ago.
Do we? What is the highest number that we know? I guess it's the other guy
12th?
on the show, right?
12th?
Who's the 12th? Who's the 12th?
Oh, I don't know. There's 16. I did this on Wikipedia the other day, or Wikipedia. Yeah. There are 16, not named, but maybe it's the 11th. Really, Clancy Brown?
Clancy Brown, he was Clancy Brown in Tales of the Jedi, and according to everything that I read this week,
he's like 13 things in Star Wars.
What's your favorite Clancy Brown role?
Mr. Krabs.
No. In Star Wars. In Star Wars.
Oh.
Really, there's only 2.
I mean, technically, the escaped prisoner in that one episode.
Oh, 3 in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he plays the Devaronian.
Ryder Azadi.
Ryder Azadi. Yeah, that's mine too. Yeah. Or Savage Opress. Yeah.
Hey, left-handed Jedi, welcome.
What is going on, sir? Nice of you to tune in as we are hate-loving on Maul Shadowlord. Want to know what you thought of it as well, so chime in with your thoughts on the show.
But on the subject of the 11th brother,
yeah,
some theories online are saying this could be a resurrected Savage Opress, which would add a neat little twist, right?
Oh, but why?
Why not?
Why?
I mean, we know he's going to survive until he runs into Ahsoka.
So,
but then he dies without it ever being resolved there too.
So
do we know?
Do find out who he was?
Also, stakes again.
So the resurrected Inquisitor thing, we saw that with Marok through Morgan Elsbeth in her relationship with Thrawn.
Yep.
How long has Morgan Elsbeth been in league with Thrawn? Since the TIE Defender project, right? Because that was her shipyards that built it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So who's resurrecting Savage Opress prior to that?
The Emperor.
Do you think he's got that?
I think he might.
Think he can do that?
Well, not in like any sort of I'm going to say Padme way, but definitely I can bring back you into a twisted, subservient form that will better my position.
We haven't seen that from the Emperor, though, other than himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Feels like it's a lot of energy when he could just corrupt a Jedi.
I kind of feel the same way.
He's been collecting kids, too, right?
That is true. That is true.
But at the same time, all this time, he's still mucking around with forces trying to preserve his own life, right? I would say no avenue is off the table.
I feel like given what the Inquisitorius is, that they are not strictly, but they are primarily Force user hunters. I won't say Jedi hunters, but Force user hunters, because Maul falls into that category as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been they've been recruiting from within the force sensitive community,
Yeah.
the likelihood is that he's just some alien species we've never seen before, or maybe somebody we have seen before, grossly disfigured, or something else like that. But I don't think he's a resurrected character. I think he's an original character.
Okay.
I hope he's an original character. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see.
All will be revealed in season 2.
Lefty says, I really enjoyed the series, but that last episode will be a classic.
Classic blunder.
I mean,
No.
let's just talk about Vader in the sense that, what we know about Vader in terms of like, I'm not saying like he's Spider-Man level bantery, but Vader's not is not exactly the strong silent type.
No.
At least not when he's in combat. He likes to throw out little digs about,
Impressive.
yeah, exactly. Like that's it.
Most impressive.
That he didn't say a fucking word
Well, he didn't
really
say a word-
bothers
He
me.
didn't say a word in the Rogue One thing.
No,
either.
that's true. That is true. But
And
that
I
was
think-
over in like seconds.
I think by him not saying anything does make him more imposing in this situation.
I suppose
Because
so.
like the minute he starts talking, Darth Maul would clue in probably like, oh,
So-
you're fucking Anakin.
So
his
just
voice
some
is too
context,
modulated.
right? Like, and I don't know if it matters. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But he's 20 years old right now.
Anakin Skywalker.
He's been Darth
Yeah.
Vader for a year, maybe.
That's true.
He's not that Darth Vader yet.
But at the same time, he could be when he steps up and looks at Maul, he's looking at a potential future. Like, oh, Sidious threw him aside like he was nothing. Is that going to be my fate? Which could lead to why he gets so,
I have like some other.
cutting the Emperor.
I have some alternate takes on this. This is why I was talking to earlier about like who sent Vader. Did Vader come on his own or did he get sent? Like
100% came on his own. In Rebels, he just comes with, two Inquisitors to follow the third Inquisitor who's already there to the Temple on Malachor. Sometimes Vader goes with them. For high-level targets, sometimes Vader goes with them.
I know we talked about this privately, but I'm going to share this with our audience. There's this element of like, Maul represents a threat to the rule of two.
Yeah.
So no matter who sent him, Emperor or him coming by himself, there's a reason for him to die. He needs to die.
Yeah.
But there's also another angle too. Like we're talking about the who knows what about who thing. The idea that, Maul's got a very good idea that this probably is Anakin Skywalker or what he became. But the flip side of that is, and if we're talking about Vader's here of his own accord, Vader does have that, whether that's his motivation or not, he does have a more personal reason to want to see Maul destroyed.
You killed my Qui-Gon.
You killed my would-be dad.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we know that if Qui-Gon had survived, Anakin Skywalker's story would have been much different.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if like, and it's probably something we'll never know, but I kind of wonder like from a writer's perspective, if that was even considered.
I don't think so. I think he's killed that whole part of himself.
But had he killed it at this point,
Well, maybe.
seeing as he was just 1 year in,
Like you
right?
say, yeah, early in his transformation, I guess.
Some holdovers from
I mean,
previous life.
he knew the guy for 4 days. I don't think
true.
he was that attached to him.
That's true.
He was way more attached to Obi-Wan, for
For
sure.
sure he was. For sure.
He would have had fond memories, but I don't know if that enters the equation. Here's what I think, though.
Also, can I
can't
just
believe? Oh yeah, go ahead.
the last point that I was going to make was the flip side of that is he knew him for 4 days, but like also remember that Maul is a childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anakin, drop. Like
Yeah.
seeing that at 9 years old and this like demonic looking dude coming for you.
Yeah.
That's got to weigh on your psyche when you're 9.
Yeah.
If he doesn't respond there, the whole story goes very differently.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Hank.
No, that's okay. I don't even know if I can remember what I was going to say. Oh, the thing is that I don't think Vader's quiet there at all, and beyond taunting him,
Yeah.
I think Vader goes, "This is an incredible opportunity to destroy the Emperor," and I think that he tries to make. I would think that he would try to
What, recruit
make
Maul?
Maul his apprentice. I guess Maul's a lot
that's
older than
interesting.
him, isn't he?
Much older.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe that's maybe
Much
maybe
older.
not.
See, that could work too, right? Like, yes, Vader is just pushing forward, but maybe he's just in his own way testing him.
Yeah.
Like, can you even survive me?
Well, I saw an interview with Sam Witwer, and he does make, and now he's Maul, so he's kind of like devil's advocate, but he does express a lot about how the reason Vader is so much more powerful than him, and I don't buy if this is the only reason, but he's mechanically augmented, so when he's hammering it down on him, it's like fighting a droid. But he's half droid too.
The lower half.
And his droid parts are crappier because they get kicked in the side, and all of a sudden he's twitching the rest of the series.
That's right.
Yeah. So at this point, I don't know. Like, this is
maybe that's why I put the boots
Ahsoka.
on. Another layer.
Yeah.
This isn't the Maul that fought Ahsoka. Like, I think I do agree with Zazel earlier at the beginning. Is like I think honestly, I think Maul wipes the floor with these Inquisitors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he's not playing games just to
Recruit Devin.
Well, this is what I thought too, right?
Just
when Marok shows up by himself, I'm like, oh, so we're gonna get Maul's gonna kill Marok, and that sets up for his return in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. I'm like, what? I don't get it.
I wonder if
excuse me.
I mean, it doesn't seem to need defending to the public, but I wonder if their decision to announce that the second season was greenlit before this one even aired was for people to go, oh, well, there's more to this than what we just saw.
Maybe.
So.
Certainly there's got to be more. Oh, man. With this, like, board reset with everybody or a lot of the people now deceased, it gives us a fairly clean slate to go in whatever direction we want to go. I do think that we are going to get to that stuff that we were hoping for, and that is the criminal empire connection, because I mean we do kind of close out the series with Maul making his escape with
Dryden
Voss.
Sure.
Couldn't get Paul Bettany to come back for this.
No.
Strangely.
Busy doing other things.
Yeah. Scott White plays Chris Anderson in,
City Guys?
City Guys. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Appears late in the season to rescue Maul from Janix. His development is actually just setting up his future role as the public figurehead of Crimson Dawn, a position that we know is already a dead end for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there's any. I mean, I'm sure they'll find a creative way to do it, but we know that because whatever this deal is, you install me as the leader of Crimson Dawn. We know that's not happening.
Yeah, we do.
I think he is.
I mean,
the leader
he
of
gets
Crimson Dawn.
When we get to
Maul's
Solo,
the leader of the Shadow Collective.
Yeah, and he answers to Maul, right? In Solo.
Yeah, so like Maul's not the leader of the Hutts. He's
that's
the leader
true.
Of the Shadow Collective.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right.
And so, yeah.
You're right.
And this is the part of the story that I was expecting to see more of. Not necessarily this part of it, but definitely
more of the criminal empire.
Sort of what I was expecting when they said
Me
this
too.
is right.
Me too.
I guess, like, you know, if there's three main characters, like the Padawan would be the other main character with the cop Lawson and Maul. Yeah. There's no one POV that they stick to. We often get isolated with a character where you don't do that in a straight narrative driven thing. You don't show Star Wars has always done that. They show an enemy pilot in the cockpit. You don't really usually get that POV.
That's true.
In a narrative thing. So
the amount of time that Devin spent with Riley through the season, I kind of got the feeling that, and this is me just sort of spitballing future episodes, like, oh, she's going to turn, but he's going to be the one to pull her back from the brink.
Oh, I thought maybe kill him and it sends her right over the edge.
Oh, that's possible too.
Yeah,
that is possible too. I hope not. I mean, God, the kid already thinks he's lost his dad.
Here, I'll write season 4 for you. She gets so bad that to be a good guy, Maul kills her.
Yeah, that's possible too. That is possible. You're a threat to me now. You cannot exist. Bye. Lefty says, maybe this is how we can get a new Vader for the Black Series with new legs.
More action figures.
That's true. That is true.
Swappable boots.
Well, let's just do I think we've hit on all the main characters at this point. of the main characters, let's just go through these. We'll go yes or no. Do they need a new action figure? Shall we go? Shall we do this?
Sure.
No,
Okay,
no,
let's
no,
let's
no.
just let's start at the top. We'll go at the top here. We'll start here with MAUL. We already know that this is happening, so whether you want it or not, this is a yes because it's already happening.
It's an old action figure.
Just
Yeah.
before we go further, though.
Oh yeah, sure.
You remember a couple years ago when Sam Witwer was teasing, "Oh, like I've been in talks, but I can't tell you much."
Yeah.
And you remember how excited we were for it? It was like, "Oh, we're gonna get some more something with him."
Yeah.
And we didn't know if it was gonna be Maul or Star Killer or what, but
Well, I'm glad it's not Star Killer. I just the Force Unleashed just is it breaks.
everything
Yeah, it breaks the conventions of what we've established in the
Rebels,
in the canon
Clone
lore.
Wars,
Yeah,
with the father.
We can
father
have
and the
little
brother.
cameo things with the armor in the background of Luthen's shop, and that's fine. But we don't need the Star Killer character, the Galen Merrick character, because if they do introduce Galen Merrick, he's got to be drastically different than the video game character
He
because
can't be Darth Vader's secret apprentice.
you can't be bringing down star destroyers from orbit.
No.
You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Let's do the lightning round. This is action figure yes or no for Maul Shadow Lord. Starting with Maul, that's a yes because we don't have a choice on that one. Next up, Ludivario, yes or no?
Yes,
No.
I want him, but he has to come with his mech suit.
With the power, so he's going to be a deluxe.
Yep,
So that's going to put him in the $70 range here in Canada. anyway.
probably.
Hank, what do you think for Ludivario?
No.
I'm a no as well.
Oh, but it'd be so cool.
This one's
Made by
already
Fig
happening.
Arts?
Rookcast, this is a yes for me. Rookcast was a yes even before I saw this because I needed her for my Clone Wars display.
Mhm.
Andy, what do you think?
For sure.
Yeah, Hank.
What's another
Meh.
new Mandalorian?
Oh man. All right.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. Maybe two boots. I don't see anybody. I just don't care.
Spybot.
He's a pack-in.
The size of him though, do you think he's a pack-in?
Yeah, you lay him flat in a pack-in with Darth Maul.
I guess so. With Maul.
You force that need for the new Maul,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. If he comes with every leg and they're all articulated like that,
Yeah.
it's a strong maybe for me. Hank, what do you think of Spybot?
He's pretty cool, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean that would be a cool action figure
Yeah. Okay.
if it had some articulation.
All right. 3 yeses on that one. Night Brother Icarus with the minigun.
I would love to get the minigun.
So that's
But-
coming. That minigun's coming with one of the upcoming clones. That's coming.
Okay.
So, I mean, we've already got a couple of Night Brothers.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
don't see. I mean, they could do another archive one and just swap it out.
I wouldn't want
They're
an.
just
I'd
gonna
want a
do
new one.
repaints.
I'd want a new Night Brother that's not built with the original Maul legs.
Mm,
So
Is
maybe.
there a Sauvageau press yet?
Yeah, there is.
There's a
yeah,
Black Series.
yeah, there is.
So that'll be that body for the larger one, and then
The Sauvageau press figure is huge.
he's a
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, he's a big
well,
boy.
one of those two is bigger than the other.
Yeah. So you're a yes on this one?
No for the figure, but yes for the minigun.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
I'm a maybe on this one if they give me 100% new tooling.
Yeah.
Hank, what do you think? Night Brother?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
If you're a no for that, then I can presume you're probably a no for Night Brother Scorn.
Yeah, I'm no for that.
Night Brother Grunt. Andy, Night Brother or Scorn?
You know what? They need some more use out of that Sauvageau press mold. Yes. For
Yeah. He'll be a slight repaint. He'll be the other figure. These will be the same body.
Yeah.
They might even be the same head.
Maybe.
One with a mask, one without. So I'm a yeah. If there's new tooling and it's interesting enough. Okay, Dryden Voss. We already have one. Do we need a new one?
No,
No.
because the original one already has the weird little face.
The,
tech
the,
thing,
has the
right?
color changing thing in the face.
I already don't know why I have one.
If you want to sell it, aim it at me.
Okay, all right.
All right. Let's see. Captain Brander Lawson.
Maybe.
Walt Disney, you say.
Maybe.
If he lives, yes.
If he
not,
lives,
no.
yes. If he's
I
fine.
think he's alive. I really do think he's alive.
All right.
Yes, because he's maybe the most compelling character on the show.
Yeah. This is this is what I said. Cassian Andor was the most compelling thing in Rogue One, and Jyn Erso was supposed to be the main character.
Yeah.
Kind of feel the same way here. Okay, so yes for I'm a yes for Lawson as well. Riley Lawson.
I don't know. I want to know his future before saying yes, because like he's a teenager here, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he survives long enough into say the new what's the new movie they're working on? Starfighter.
Oh, Starfighter. Yeah, yeah.
If he survives that long, maybe there's a whole history that we don't know about.
His age, if he's the same age as the actor, by the way, I get the impression they really tried to model his character after the actor. He's in his like mid to late teens. That's a future rebel right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would be okay with him. He's going to come with a clone blaster because he scooped one, so I would be okay with that. That's a good point too. Only fired it on stun. 2 boots. That's an easy repaint.
That's an easy repaint.
That is an easy repaint. We'll probably have that one.
Hanging fruit.
We'll probably have that one before
maybe
the
it'll
end
stand
of the year.
on its own with boots on it.
The HK droid does, right?
Barely.
But like you say, put those boots on them.
That's true. That's true. I would take a 2 boots. Oh, here's a question. While we're on 2 boots, Richard Iwade, 2 boots or 1 jack? His other droid character.
Oh, I mean, 2 boots has more screen time and personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 jack is like a bounty hunter for like 3 seconds, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. No, so definitely
Right.
2 boots.
2 boots. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 boots is a yes.
Really.
All right, we'll say yes for 2 boots then.
Chopper.
All right, Rena Sewell, our casino lady. What do you think?
I can see them doing her because they love to pick the worst thing to do.
Well,
like
it's a female
an alien
character
of a species we've never
and an
had
alien
before.
that we've never seen before.
Love them Star Wars aliens.
All right, I'd be a yes with her.
Yeah, they probably. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if I would like. Sure, when I say yes, yeah, go ahead and make a figure of her. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it.
Oh no, yeah. Well then, yes, go ahead.
They're all yeses.
I'm not buying any of them. So yes.
All right. Iko Diodaki.
Actual yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a yes for him as well. He's got to have soft goods poncho though.
Yes.
Got to have soft goods.
The flyer.
Devin Izara, I'm 100% yes on this.
She's already got her vintage collection figure announced.
More Twi'leks.
What I'm seeing online are fake then?
Maybe. I don't know.
Pre-order stuff for these?
For Black Series?
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't think she's Black Series yet, but I know the vintage collection.
Vintage collection for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Don't think she was announced in Black Series. I'm a yes for her, 100% yes for her, because more Twi'leks. Yeah, more Twi'leks, period.
More Jedi.
Marok, we've already gotten one. I guess if you wanted to, you could acetone the orange, the rust off him, and to get this one.
They'll re-release a black one.
Well, yeah, or we'll have the silver accents instead of the rust.
Yeah.
And this next one is already happening, so that's a yes, and that's a yes for me. I'm absolutely getting this.
An Inquisitor, right?
Yeah, I need it for my Inquisitor shelf, so he's a yes for me. And a new Vader.
I don't know that we need another new Vader.
If we're doing an animated Vader, I want the Macquarie style Rebels one. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. All right, gentlemen, I guess that about rounds out our discussion on MAUL Shadow Lord. And I when we set out to do this, the question was, does MAUL deserve a seat at the Star Wars round table? What do you guys think?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Oh, is that her? Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. She's already coming then, so that's a yes. Andy, you're a yes. You think that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
say the question again. Sorry, boys.
We're rounding out the season with our final thoughts as to whether this should take a seat at the table with the other beloved things that we love about Star Wars, or is this a pass?
Oh, 3 out of 5 things that we didn't need.
See, I needed this.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Because from the Phantom Menace, and you just get such a short taste of him, right? He's that franchise's Boba Fett.
Yeah.
We get more in Clone Wars, we get more in Rebels, and then that little cameo in Solo is like, okay, I needed the connecting tissue.
Yeah, and I mean, we got a very, very small taste of that. So, hopefully season 2 is going to be
I think it can pick up the pace a whole lot because, we've established our characters. We know Maul's on the run. He's still trying to recruit Devin as his new Padawan.
When they did, the Bad Batch, and I hated it to begin with, but then
it grows on you.
Yeah, I came around to it. By the time it wrapped up, I was angry that they were canceling it or shutting it down. And I'm kind of the opposite way with this one, where it's like I feel like the season itself was bloated. but they've set up enough for a season 2 that I don't think it's going to be any less bloated. I just think we're going to spend a lot of time. We got a whole thing now getting
Get rid of the
Riley to
Mandalorian
his
part that didn't get explained,
yeah,
so that we don't have
that's
to
true.
unexplain.
No, don't have to do that anymore. Don't have to do that anymore. Getting Riley to his mom, I think, is going to occupy a significant portion of the season, and hopefully she's as interesting as Brander is.
I think so. Well, she's another Finn, right?
Yeah, I guess
she works
so.
for the Empire right now, and
You
evening
think she's going to
TJC,
drop
welcome.
it? Yeah.
But like, the second she finds out that the Empire is trying to kill her son,
Yeah.
that's going to be a huge factor for her to flip.
I mean, do they? I guess they know it's the Empire because they're with a bunch of stormtroopers. So yeah, that's probably going to be an obvious one. All in all, if I had to put a numerical score on the first season of MAUL Shadow Lord, I say it is a 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah. Hey, that's 50%.
That's a 2.5 for me. I can't give it any more because of in a word, it's bloated. It's bloated.
But it had some great duels, some great chase scenes. Introduced us to some new people who I think have potential. Some of them, obviously, we're not going to see again because they're dead. But
that is true. That is true. And again, I said this earlier on the show. On a technical level, it's quite beautiful. It looks great.
That's the best thing about it.
It really is.
If
it
we
genuinely
go back
is.
to your analogy, Hank, paint Star Wars on a rock and I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Here's your rock.
Oh, that's
No,
me.
I
That's
get it.
me.
I feel like I bumped my head and I might have evolved. I don't know. I just can't get. What did I say in the chat? I can't get hard for Star Wars anymore.
No, it's just not
I
exciting
don't know what
anymore.
it is.
I mean, I was sort of measured and sort of like, when this was coming, and I felt the same way about The Mandalorian and Grogu. Not to make this about that other thing, but the last final trailer and the featurette that they showed has me like, okay,
you're in.
I'm in. Yep, I'm invested. Yeah. I'm ready for it, and I'm ready for Star Wars again as a movie, because Star Wars works for me as a movie. Not that it doesn't work as a TV show, but
no, plenty of examples of it working there.
No, exactly.
But like, and going back to the one scene where he's breaking down in the tunnels and he's looking into his reflection, and we're getting like peeks into his origin, like when he was a young boy and Palpatine came and scooped him, right?
Are we talking about Maul again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, who? Palpatine taking Mando? What?
No.
What's going on?
I did have some issues with that when I first saw it. I just felt like I don't know. I felt see him vulnerable was weird to me.
I mean, I don't know if I need to have his psyche peeled back for me to see.
Again,
like,
he's
that
a
much of
villain.
him.
I just don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll stop beating.
He
up on
definitely.
him.
We didn't talk about this, but he definitely shoved Docky into Vader.
Here, you go deal with that.
Oh shit!
And that's weird. We didn't get to see that on camera. We just get the aftermath where it's already through.
Oh yeah, but I mean, did you? Again, it's the. Did you need to like?
It's Disney. He's
stabbed
probably
him.
alive.
He stabbed him. There was no railing.
No,
he's done. He's done.
It's only once
All
through
right.
the torso. I mean, everybody survives that.
That's true.
You got to take it a bit
Except
lower.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
If you're an Inquisitor, you can take 2 of them in a lifetime.
That's right.
Well, that's because he's got 4 stomachs or something. Like
Her.
That. Her. Oh.
Her.
Oh yeah, her. Yes. Yeah. You
Yeah,
can take 2 in a lifetime.
Reva took 2
Both
in a
from
lifetime.
Vader.
Yeah.
Vader's no good at hitting organs. I'd fight Vader.
All right. Is there anything that you guys want to wrap up and close out on before we say goodnight?
I don't. I do feel like, is it me? Because I tried to watch it again and I was just like, I just kept checking out. I'd look up and I'd be like, oh shit, I missed 40 minutes of 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I think this might be one of the ones that you guys need some distance. And
Come
then
back
revisit.
and do a rewatch maybe in a month or 2.
Yeah.
The
'Cause,
thing
like,
was, I
this is
watched
no
the
Star Wars
bookends.
Resistance.
I did take the time to watch his last appearance in the Clone Wars
In Clone
and
Wars,
his
yeah.
first appearance in Rebels to see what I was connecting.
Yep.
And both of them hit amazing. The speech when the glass blows out when he's facing off Ahsoka on Mandalore when they first Ahsoka Tano, is it the level of stuff that's going on there, the nuance, the gravitas.
Yeah.
And then they almost make Maul simpering. Like
He is
I don't know.
definitely at a low point in his life here. Like he's rock bottom. Well,
I
secondary
don't know.
rock bottom.
Yeah, living in the bowels of a planet that we didn't know nothing about, which is fine.
That was still
Everybody's going to start somewhere.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
Coruscant though, right?
No, Janix.
Oh no, wait, you're right.
Yeah, Janix.
No, but when he died, he was on
When he died the first time,
the first time when he gets chopped.
Oh, he
in half
died on
by Obi.
Naboo.
That's right, Naboo.
he died on Naboo.
He landed in the garbage dump on Naboo.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. All right, I guess that we can conclusively say that this is a 1/3 do it, and a 2/3 take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Either way, you guys go watch it on your own if you haven't already, and you can chime in on the comments on the rewatch if you so like. But yeah, that's it for this review of MAUL Shadowlord Season 1. Don't forget to check out our second channel. It is Midlife Quest. It is an actual play podcast where we are currently playing Dungeons & Dragons, the three of us, with a couple of extra people. And we're having a lot of fun doing that. That is available now.
Yeah, and the link is in the show notes if you are so inclined.
All right. That's it for me, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, guys, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
I'm Hank.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.